Hey y'all, so I am about to go on this freaking rant about this freaking job interview that I went on yesterday, which was so unprofessional. And this lady who interviewed me, she needed her ass beat and she was real disrespectful. And I'm just like, yo, I can't even chill. I was just recording this video a second ago and I got interrupted by another phone call about how this freaking manager was freaking bashing me, like, talking mad trash about me. So let me tell you guys what happened. So the job that I worked at is a work from home job, and this job that I worked at was a contract job. And I am like working with some of these work from home jobs and stuff. You're a contract job and it's not guaranteed long employment, or sometimes it's just a short period of time, and all this stuff. So this lady, when she saw my application, after I sat there at that place, I was there from 11:20 all the way until like a quarter to 3. That's how long I was at that place, because I had to fill out the application, I had to do the assessments, and then I had to wait to get my interviews and get interviewed by 2 people. So when this lady came and got me, she had an attitude from jump, and you could tell that she didn't like me because her whole demeanor was rude and disrespectful. And she said, "Hi, how are you?" And I was like, "Hi, how?" And then she cut me off and then, told me to go into this room. So whatever, you're telling me to go in this room, that's fine, whatever. But then we interview with the freaking door open, where it's freaking loud, and people in the hallway that's supposed to be working, standing there jumping around, playing, doing nothing, playing with yoga mats. And this is a freaking call center, and you sit here, you coming at me. So let me tell you what she said during this interview. So she was looking through my application, right? She was like, "Okay, so you graduated this high school in 2009. She was like, you graduated from this high school." I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "When?" I told her 2009. She was like, "Okay, so then you went to this college. When did you leave there?" 2013. "Okay. And you're currently in class, not taking classes now?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "But it's online." And she wrote in big letters, "Online." And so she was like, "What is your major?" And I was like, "Psychology." And she was like, "Well, why didn't you find a job that's in psychology?" I'm looking like, first off, you're not guaranteed employment in psychology. There's no 100% chance. And even after you graduate, there's no 100% chance that you're going to get a job. Some people, get stuck working at Walmart and have a psychology degree. But I forgot to tell her that you have to have a psychology degree in order to like really get jobs and counsel people and do stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, she just came in and started attacking me then. Then she went through like my work history. I worked, the longest job that I've ever had was 5 years, and I was working at a daycare, and I started working there when I was 14. After that, I worked at some restaurants. I've also worked at this retail store, and I worked there for a year and a month. I left that job because I didn't have that many hours. I was working less than 20 hours a week, and I was getting paid $7.40 an hour. And that money that I was making was to get to and from school and to work. And that was it. Like, all my money went towards that. I didn't really have money to really live my life. I only went out with my friends anywhere between once or twice a month, 3 times if I'm lucky. But I was still struggling and scraping up change. And since I didn't get that much hour and I wasn't making any money, I left that place, went to another job that paid me a little bit. I heard somebody call my name. That paid me more than the place that I was just working at, and I got 40 hours a week, and I was a little bit more able to provide for myself, and was able to go hang out with my friends a lot more because of that job. I was getting paid $7.90 an hour. So because of the stuff that happened in my life around the 2014 period, I up and left Michigan last minute with my mother and coming to Texas because all this stuff and drama that was going on in our lives at the time. So I came out here after 8 months of working at that place. I came out here to start over. Me and my mother came down here to start over. So then I got a job working at a gas station and I was getting paid $7.95 there. And so I was working 40 hours a week, but I had already put an application in at this call center that paid $11.50. I worked for that gas station 3 months, but I was offered a job at this freaking call center that paid $11.50 an hour. So, and I get 40 hours a week. So which job is going to benefit me more? This $7.95 an hour or this $11.50 an hour? You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously I'm going to go to the job that's going to pay me better. So I went to that place and I worked for that company. And yes, it was about 3 months that I worked for the company. I would have still been working at that place if they didn't have an issue with me having my surgery. They had an issue with the recovery period because my recovery period was anywhere between 1 to 2 weeks. And they felt like I haven't worked at that company for a year yet, so I shouldn't even get time off. So they was giving me a hard time there. Me, normal person, I couldn't freaking breathe, okay? I could not freaking breathe. My back was freaking hurting so bad, and I used to cry myself to sleep. Sometimes I didn't even go to sleep because I was in so much pain, and I couldn't breathe. So for health reasons, I decided, hey, you know what? I'm about to have my surgery. So my surgery is more important to me than a doggone job. And since they didn't understand that and they didn't get that, F that place, I got up and I left. And I ended up getting a job working at this one work from home job. And my contract was short there. Okay? And I'm freaking like, I'm there, and you know, it's not, I mean, it's a work from home job, so it's like you're not guaranteed to keep that job. A lot of it is a short-term job. Okay? I hadn't worked for that company that long, but my contract came to an end. So now I'm here at your place looking for employment. And you want to come and knock me down because you feel like I job hop. So she said that she told me, let me tell you, when she was doing the interview, she asked me like the normal questions like she's supposed to, and then one of the questions I rephrased and like re-asked her again, is that what you mean? And she nodded her head and she rolled her eyes at me, and I answered her question or whatever, and she wrote down everything that I said word for word for each question. And then at the end of the interview, she was like, I'm not saying that you're not qualified for the job, but you're going to have to go to the second interview and you're going to have to really sell yourself, because, you know, they're going to look at your resume and see that you're job hopping. And so they're like, so what if we sit here and hire you and you feel like, oh, I don't like this job, so like, let me leave. So you're going to have to go in there and you're going to have to sell yourself. And I said, okay, fine. I'm like, okay, that's good. And so she told me to go in the hallway and wait for the second person to come and interview me. The second person came and interviewed me, asked me the questions or whatever. After that, he sent me in the hallway. And yes, during his freaking interview, while he was interviewing me, there was still people in the freaking hallway yelling. I could not barely hear him because people in the hallway yelling, talking all out and playing around, because this place is ghetto as hell. Like, it is ghetto. The company, not just here in Texas, but in other locations as well, they have reviews about this particular company being unprofessional, unorganized, and not able to grow within the company. I read these reviews last night. But anyways, so I waited for her for the next step. She had came out. She gave me the slip to go get my drug test, and she looked like she didn't want to give it to me. Like, so I'm like, okay, whatever. Took the drug test or whatever. And so the person who recommended me for this job, she told me that she told me that that manager, that lady girl, she's like an HR recruiter. That's her position. But she told that second guy, that guy who interviewed me, after she did, not to hire me, not to like waste his time hiring me because I'm a job hopper. And then she told him, and I just got the phone call again because she was still continuing to say some more stuff as of today. But this lady who worked for the company already called me and told me that that lady sat and told that person who interviewed me second not to hire me because I was a waste of time and I job hop and I can't keep a job and I'm just jumping from job to job, and she gives me a week. And the guy, he was like, and she was like, and she's in school. And so, and she told me that too. She was like, and you're in school, and you know, we're not a flexible job when it comes to school. And I'm just like, okay, you know, whatever. But this guy who interviewed me second had to tell her and say, look, she worked from home. Some of the jobs she had on her application is work from home job. They don't guarantee a full-time career. You know, a lot of them are contracted jobs, and she has on here, it's a contracted job. Give her a chance. You can obviously tell that she's trying to look for some type of stability. And on top of that, you sit here complaining about her taking classes when her classes is online. Online classes. They're flexible with online schools. That's your own pace. You get to do your work and turn it in when you have time to do it. You know, like there's people here that already work here that's in school and they're working here at the same time, but you're coming at her because you seen that she's in school and she had multiple other jobs. Like, give me a chance. He had to even say, like, she's 24 years old. People who are in their 20s, they're just now getting their life together and trying to find some type of stability. And if you look at my freaking resume and you see, oh, she was getting paid $7.63 an hour. She got paid $7.40 an hour. She got paid $7.90 an hour, $7.95. Okay, now she left that pay range, and she went to something that's $11.50 an hour. Oh, things didn't work out because of health issues, and then she went, you know, here. But you sitting here and you judging me and not giving me a chance, but you want to hire a whole bunch of hoodlums and ratchet people. And I promise on my life, she better not say nothing to me, because I know she will. She may say something smart, and I'm gonna make sure I say something smart around her about, you know, why I so-called job hopping. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna say something, because you're not about to sit and try to start stuff with me, and I don't even work at the company yet. Like, yes, I started on the 29th or whatever, but you know, freaking sit here and try to put me down and belittle me because I've been working at multiple places. What common sense you don't get that water park was seasonal? Okay, I worked there, I got paid $8.50 an hour. I was fine with that, but it was seasonal. It was only open during the summertime, dumbass. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to school on the line, working at my own pace, dumbass. Like, what the freak? Like, oh my gosh, she really pissed me off, and I'm so irritated. There's people that working that don't even last 2 weeks at that place. Okay, that place has the highest freaking turnover rate ever. Sorry guys, like when I get pissed off, I get pissed off, yo. And I gotta go make this other video for you guys, but I don't even care if it's unprofessional. Like, I don't fucking care at all. Okay, this shit pissed me off, and I might cut some pieces because I know this is long, but I need some water to chill. Oh my Jesus. Jesus be a fence all around me every day. People get on my fucking nerves. I'm an actress, okay? Like, I ain't got time for this, okay? So later, guys.